done it again. Johan Durant and Stephen Mitchell are the APTA national champions for the second year in a row.
There you have it, your women's APTA national champions, Florentina Harnisch and Anna Maria Sabori.
Jeff, how you doing?
Brad, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm great, thanks. Why don't you give us a quick intro of the players on the court, please?
All right. Well, let's see what we got. Well, I think we've got Sven Burris right there on the left side, closest to us in the ad court, and Mick Erdoya, the lefty, wearing the blue shirt, playing the deuce court, and on the far side. I can't really, I'm having a little hard time seeing, but on the far side we have, is that Brian Compton?
Yep, Brian Compton in the all black.
Oh, we got
top
Brian
right.
Compton in the all black, and Graham McNerney playing in the deuce side wearing the green shirt. So this is going to be a great match.
All right, so we have a score here, which we'll update out on our screen, and it is 15-30 and 4
It's very
all.
close, Brad. I think we were at 4-3. We were commentating the other match. It's at 4-3 somewhere, so it's very close.
Yes, it's 4 all, and it's 15-30.
Compton trying to sneak up the screen and smack one at Erdoya, but he just missed it a little bit wide.
So, Jeff, you just came off a very entertaining men's quarterfinal where Orion Parsons, great match, little revenge match from last year's Nationals quarterfinals.
Yeah, it was a good match. It looked like Orion Parsons were really in control of that match, basically the entire way.
30, 40.
Just one moment in time where they got really close. It was 5 all, and they had a break point, Morgan and Frazier, and they missed it. And then, from then on, it was, it really just looked like Orion Parsons were in control, even though the score was very close. You never got a feel in the match looking at it from where we do.
McNerney, Compton, they lead 5 games to 4, first set.
All right, so Compton McNerney up 5-4 in the first set. This one's going to be should be down to the wire. You got great talent out there everywhere. You got Mick Erdoya, one of the best forehands in the game. Sven Burris got one of the best serves in the game and a great backhand. Really solid at the net, those two guys. And McNerney, who's just awesome at the net, got finishing shots, terrific volleys. And Brian Compton, who can drive the ball off both wings, but the backhand is definitely a little better. But his forehand's really good as well. So
I think this is obviously this is a close match. It's going to be, I think it's going to stay that way. You've got, Graham, obviously, all the players there are very experienced. Erdoya and Burris have really, jumped, I think, this year and towards the end of last year into the elite level category. Really just a complete, they're a lot of offense, force to be reckoned with, and I think they're really
15
spending this year, and their goal is really to get a national title this year. So I'm interested to watch this develop.
Well, having won the last 2 tournaments they played, they certainly are in the conversation. They'll be right up there in the APTA Cup standings. That's a great ball, but a tough move there from Erdoya. Once he puts that ball low, I'd like to see him lob volley that and try to retreat, but great play. be a pretty typical play for Brian Compton. Serve, stay back, look for the screen drive. Jeff, you're very familiar with that play.
Yeah, it's one that I like, and I think the weather's relatively warm there, and it especially works. It works a lot better when it's warm. Players are so good at returning serve right now that sometimes serving and coming in is a huge disadvantage.
Oh, Bursch just did not. That's a great look of Mick Urdoya. Bursch did not think that Urdoya was going to dig that out, so he kind of stopped playing in the middle there, and he got tagged. What a get! All right, so triple set point here for Brian Compton. Yeah, so the book on this match, like a lot, is kind of soft and deep to McNerney. Make him beat you off the ground. Keep them off the net a little. Compton will try to work over, take a bit of that middle. But if you hit the ball hard into McNerney's screen, he's got a great screen drive, a lot of wingspan. He can hit the ball very well from high to low.
40-15. Hold on a second, Brian.
Now that cut overhead that Sven Burris is hitting is something they've been working on. They feel like a finishing overhead is going to be one of the shots that'll help them get that national title that you were alluding to before.
That up. 40-30.
Great read there from Mick Urdoya, closing in on that volleying down behind McNerney. And there it is, first set. He wasn't even taking a big cut at that.
First set, McNerney, Compton.
He really just needed to get the line was wide open. He should have just, found a way to get that one back in play. He's got one of the best backhands around, so a little surprising.
All right, we'll take a quick break. I'll be back just in a moment after these messages right here on the APTA YouTube channel presented by eNet Live. All right, Jeff, well, it doesn't look like we have any ads coming up, so I'm happy to talk our way through this little break here. But, so that first set, we just came into it a little bit late, but you got to see a little, and you saw the score there. What do you think in this match is going on?
Yeah, it was really close the entire way from what I was getting for scores. We had, we got the scores updates. It was 2-1, 3-2, 4-3, 5-4, and then, we saw what just happened there in the last game and got to 6-4. We'll see what happens here, but we'll be able to analyze it a little bit better. But, like you said, McNerney, very consistent, doesn't make any bad decisions or stupid mistakes, very strategic in the way that he plays. And Compton's obviously, he can generate a lot of offense and create a lot of havoc off of both sides. We'll see what they do.
Yeah, I mean, to me, throughout the day, look, they've been on fire. Burris or Doya playing some great matches and earning the two victories they had. But
Marshall,
today they look a little
if I need
flat.
something, I'll let you know. But thank you for
and we'll see. And I've heard some rumors that one of them may not be feeling 100%, but you got to go out there and fight through it and battle. And I think they are. Just a couple of loose balls in that last game.
We'll see. I mean, we'll try to have to watch some of the body language and see what happens, and go figure it out from here.
You guys can continue play whenever you're ready.
All right, a little discussion there from Burris or Doya in the backcourt.
Thank you, sir. Always appreciate it, Mikey.
I hope I didn't burn out your ears with my yelling too much.
Now, as they get ready to start this, we should talk a bit about our tour this year, the APTA Tour, 16 tournaments, 4 Grand Prix and Nationals. This is the first of our Grand Prix.
Second set.
I'll get back into this some more. Sven Burris to start the second set after Burris lost the first set 6-4. Brian Compton, Jeff, is one of those guys who will sort of, bend convention a little. He'll hit drives off his back foot. He'll hit drives from deep in the green. He's so confident he can make it, puts enough spin on it to keep it in. He'll use a lot of probing drives, and then every now and then he just unloads. Doya actually hit that a little too hard.
We saw Mark Parsons in the last match, unload a couple of shots, and Compton's got, similar power. It's just it's off of both sides. He can do it at any time from anywhere.
Great move from McNerney, sets up the short ball, and he tags Burris.
15.
Could not get out of the way. Great play, but tough overhead there from Burris on McNerney. That high forehand he loves. You can dump it to him all day, but hitting the down up on McNerney's it's a mistake. Great play there from Compton. McNerney reading the balls, going at the crease. Now, Jeff, more often than not, most people play McNerney in the backcourt, but here we're seeing him go after Compton a lot more. They're not dumping the ball in there, and pays the price.
30.
Yeah, I mean, at some point McNerney just doesn't miss. He just waits for the exact right shot, and so you know, he's not going to be baited into hitting something that's not really a high percentage shot. And so that kind of, after a while, you're like, oh, I'm just going to hit it over there to Compton. And, you know, the next thing you know, you're getting a bullet back at you.
Yeah, but it seems to me like they're playing Compton. They're not just hitting it over there. They're playing Compton. They're trying to get, Burris to cut and finish it in there. And I'm not sure that's the right play. See, look at that. And that's a weary-looking volley there, but he completely was stunned by that move from Compton.
40. $15-40.
It's a classic Burris serve. Got one of the best serves to the ad court. He's tall. He's like 6'3", long. Got a great angle into this. He can put it right into the crease like that.
Game, McNerney-Compton. They win the first game of the second set. McNerney-Compton won the first set, 6-4.
Jeff, would you be concerned? Did that look like a low-energy game?
Sorry, I'm having a little technical difficulty. I'm going to check out here for a second, and I'll be right back.
Sign back in? All right. That leaves it to me. And Ed here. Ed, how's it going? Our producer. But, so that looked like a low-energy game to me. McNerney-Compton capitalized. Up 1-love, second set. Should also mention there's another quarterfinal going on where Hughes and Powers won the first set, 6-3 against Humphreys and Assis-Koenig. And they were down 3-love and rattled off 6 games in a row there. Try to get scores on that as well. The winners of this match will face the winners of that aforementioned match. And our other semifinal is set. Durant and Mitchell against Parsons Araya. Great ball there, finishing cut from Burris.
Love 15.
Well, Mark, Brad, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Jeffrey. Your dulcet tones coming through perfectly.
There we go. A little better.
That's it, little technical issue there, and Compton getting out of the way, but uses his soccer skills to stop it. Couldn't get his foot up in time.
Good little blitz.
I like seeing that from Erdoya. I would wish he would close the net more. I think Burris and Erdoya are a great volleying team, but there are situations where they got to get a little tighter and closer to the net.
15-30.
A good overhead, but it looked like Erdoya just didn't move his feet to get over there to lob that one back over. A little slow getting there.
Oh, that's great hands from McNerney. And look, he's brazen with his positioning too. Loves to stand in there, but one of your old partners, Araya. That's a great cut. Just good stuff.
30 all.
Oh, he is right on top that time. Great drive from
40,
Compton.
30.
I'm not sure
Game,
why he went for a
Compton,
tuck shot
McNerney,
there. If ball
they
was
lead
high,
2 games to love.
close in, get aggressive.
Second set.
Yeah, you know, it'd be nice to see Mick and Sven take a little, you know, slow things down a little bit here.
It just seemed a little sluggish, you know, and I still question this, like why they're going after the backhand side. There's a safe place, and that's your go-to if you have a problem. Just dumping it in there, keeping it high off the screens. That's just a loose miss there.
Love 15.
Have to pull this together soon. Make a quick shout out to my brother in Charleston, Carolina, where they don't have a lot of platform courts, just a couple. Just tuning in.
Yeah, platform tennis is getting a little better down south. It's getting, you know, more people are playing. The quality of play from the south is getting better.
Has some great hot spots. Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta, my brother's down there. One of my brothers plays a bunch down in Atlanta. It's good to see. It's good for the sport.
15
Putting
all.
some pressure on Compton there. He's just so quick, he's so fast. He's right on top of the net.
Yeah, he's one of the most explosive players in the game, and his backhand, I mean his forehand is just rock solid. He almost never misses
15, 30.
This is what Burr Shadoya need. They just got to
30
get a hold,
all.
get their first game under their belt. Work their way from there.
Drop. Oh. Just reached out his paddle on that one.
Yeah, he's very long, Bursch.
Compton hits. He drives. I think more balls from the back than anybody on tour.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He kind of breaks it a little. He doesn't always drive moving forward. He'll drive off his heels. He'll hit up spinners. Then he waits for a backhand to crack down, but he has a good variety with it. And unless you close in, you know, he can punish you pretty bad. That's a great play. And he does a decent job. He actually has a topspin lob that looks like his drive, and he sort of floats it up there every now and then to keep you honest if you try to close. There you go. See, there's a seasoned player. You see Compton didn't even move. He knows it's going to wind around to his partner. Just not ready and not closing back in.
Yeah, look where
30,
he's done.
40.
Look where he's standing. I mean, maybe one step inside the service line. That's not the spot that you want to be volleying from. And you know, you're right. You know, Compton is kind of taking. Looks like he's a little bit taking over this match by him. You know, not by himself, but he's really dominating the play.
Yeah, and they're, you know, it's not like they didn't see 80 drives before that, like it was a surprise, right? So I gotta feel they're a little sluggish. Yeah, just great.
Game, Compton, McNerney. They lead 3 games to love. Second set. Compton, McNerney won the first set, 6 games to 4.
Yeah, they're just motoring forward. I feel like this next one's going to be a must-win, sort of, for Burr Shadoya.
Yeah, they got to get on the board here. They've got to pull one. I don't like, you know, you got some inside scoop out there in Chicago as to what's going on, maybe, but They're out there. They're competitive, but I do like to see this a little. Although that wasn't much of a fist bump, but I'd like, they're down 3-0. I'd like to see them kind of huddle up and, come up with a plan, get together, and do something. But they look like they're on different pages right now. Burris. You're right. Burris looks very lackadaisical.
McNerney pushing himself forward a little, using his hands. Ooh, seamer. All right, there you go. You get a couple of fist pumps there from Erdoya. A little
15.
let's go. They're going to need more of that. Keep it up. Nice move there from Erdoya, reading the down up overhead.
30.
Dink and blitz.
Safe zone.
See, I don't think that's the safe zone there.
Oh, no, it's not.
15,
they were
30.
The safe zone, and then they decided to go to the danger zone for reasons we just don't know.
I like that. You added a little bit of mystery to this, Jeff, for reasons we just don't know.
30 all.
We could come up with reasons, Brad, but I don't think we'd come up with any good reason why.
Yeah, there's no particularly good reason. Oh, it's sort of been the MO in the last few games, too.
40,
Burris
30.
Erdoya get up a couple of points, play a couple of good ones, get one. Then the last game they were up 30 love. Then 4 points later, the game was over. Now, here they were up in this game. Now it's game point for Compton McNerney. Oh, man, and that is...
Game,
don't see
Compton,
that very
McNerney. They lead 4 games to love. Second set.
No, I mean, that's right in the wheelhouse for Erdoya. It's a shot that he loves it. He makes it,
Love
more
15.
Than 10. And the water is a little bit too quickly going down the drain.
Yeah, and it's kind of thing where, they've had a great season to start. Burris Erdoya have won a couple of tournaments, and today it's just not going their way. And we'll see how much fight they have today.
We talked a little bit about it the last match.
That's a miss.
Talking
Oh, it's good.
Mark, good shot. Talking about Mark Parsons, and it's early in the season for him, but he's been at this for so long. He's been an elite player. Won so many national titles. He saves his best for last.
Love 30.
Hopefully for Burris or Erdoya, they haven't completely peaked too early in the season. But it doesn't look like at this point that
Love 40.
Yeah, love 40.
winner list.
Now, you're talking about peaking for nationals, trying to get one more national title. Great play from Compton. Smart, super high lob there from McNerney. Give Compton time. And that's where Compton's just muddy off that back screen with the backhand. Emphatically taking him for 5 love.
Compton,
Fist
McNerney,
pump.
they lead 5 games to love, second set. Compton, McNerney won the first set, 6 games to 4.
You know, it's such a cool part of the game now, too, the international flavor. You got Burž from Croatia. You got Erdoya from Estonia. And I know there's some people in both those countries checking this out.
Yeah, I'm sure they got family and friends back home, and I'm sure that they've heard that Burž and Erdoya at the top of the game over here in this country, and checking it out. They're not seeing their best, but
That's just a great ball.
Great shot. I mean, we can assure them that
15 love.
the best players in the world.
Compton's feeling it.
15 all.
Wants to put a dagger in it. You know, we saw a couple of years ago how Compton really, I mean, he's been right on the verge of a top player for a long time, and he is a top player, but how he sort of announced himself after down a set to Hughes Powers,
30,
where he literally
15.
took over the court, driving the ball from all sides, everywhere, and took it to a breaker. It was an astounding thing to see. He has that gear and that level from the backcourt. And here we are, 2 match points.
40,
And
15.
It's a little bit of a rough go today for Burž Erdoya. One last gasp here, Jeff.
Yep.
Yep, ball was deep.
Ball
Game,
out.
set, match. Compton, McNerney, 6-4, 6 love. Thank you, guys. Yep, you're welcome. Thanks, Brian. Yep, you're welcome, Sven. Thank you, Mikey.
All right, Jeff. Well, that was,
Graham, nice playing.
I would have to say, it was not they just played too well, Compton McNerney, but there wasn't a lot in the tank there for Burž Erdoya. So quietly they go into the good night, 6-4, 6 love. And Compton McNerney set up for a big battle with the winner of Hughes Powers between the winner of the Hughes Powers versus Humphreys and Ossis Koenig match. And we'll look forward to seeing great matches tomorrow. We got back tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. with the men's semifinal round. And we'll look forward to seeing everybody there. John, thanks so much. All of you out there. Jeff, pleasure calling it with you.
And with you, I wish we had a little more of a competitive match. I think I think we saw one team win every game while we were on air. But you guys will all be back at it tomorrow. Looking forward to some competitive matches, some great weather, and stay tuned.
And as we see some highlights here, congratulations also to our women's final round winners of the Chicago Charities, Florentina Hadish, Anna Maria Zabori. So we'll see everybody tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. sharp. And that is us signing off for the ATPA YouTube channel presented by eNet Live.